because of privacy issues, first-party data is super critical, right? The platforms and the companies that own a lot of first-party data, they're going to win. So even though, how many of you guys are running search and shopping, Google search and shopping ads? That's a decent number of this group. It was interesting like a decade ago, and then it's been kind of like table stakes, kind of uninteresting for a long time. I believe it's about to get sexy again because it's going to be largely unimpacted by privacy changes. So your ability to target people with Google search and Google shopping ads based on what they're searching for on Google will largely go unchanged. Google's got all kinds of freedom and flexibility there. And so what I do want to talk to you about, though, is a couple big shifts in search and shopping that you should take advantage of. And what's also interesting is that we've kind of seen an evolution with Boom and non-brand search, right? So to kind of set this up, I believe you have two types of businesses. You have demand capture businesses and you have demand generation businesses. So demand capture, an example I like to use is like auto parts, right? Let's take brake pads or mufflers as an example. You don't really shop for those unless you have a perceived need, and likely a great YouTube or great Facebook ad, it may help, but really, when I need brake pads, I'm gonna search for brake pads, right? So that's more demand capture. You're capturing the existing demand. Demand generation, that's more what we saw Boom as, right? Where there's not a lot of people pre-Boom searching for pro-age cosmetic, right? Anti-age, yes, but not pro-age. And then you have businesses that are kind of some of both, right? A little bit of demand capture, a little bit of demand generation. And so that's where we find a lot of our clients is living in there. But I believe even if you think you're demand generation, you probably have the ability to get business through search. And I want to show you what we did with Boom. So this is their non-brand search campaigns that we run for Boom. The top one there gets new customers, and we exclude site visitors, exclude converters, so these are just new people at about a $35 CPA. And then we kind of break it down by different audiences, but this is all non-brand search, which is pretty powerful. And several years ago, we kind of ignored this because as we were talking to Ezra, we thought, let's go top of funnel with YouTube and Facebook. Let's go bottom of funnel with brand, but mid funnel, it's not that exciting for this brand. But things have changed. So this is non-brand search. Breakdown of some of the keywords, so people looking for makeup for older women, eye makeup for older women. So these people have likely no idea who Boom is or what Boom does, but we're converting them through non-brand search. Awesome click-through rates, great CPAs, just really crushing it with these campaigns. And then we also then take video viewers, so people that see the YouTube videos but they don't convert, and we layer those into non-brand campaigns as well, because what we find is someone may see a YouTube video and something about it resonates with them, they like it, but then they can't remember the name. And so then they go back to Google as a next step, they search, they find Boom through a non-brand ad, and then they convert. Now, how many of you guys like to use broad match modified keywords? I know it's kind of nerdy, but broad match modified keywords? Yep. It's usually, so I won't get into the details here, but broad match modified, that's a way to cast a larger net and do keyword discovery, right? Google says that every day, 15% of the queries made on Google, Google has never seen before. So there's always new ways of searching things, and people are inventing ways of searching for things. So broad match modified, that was a way to cast a larger net and discover new keywords. It's all going away. So come June or July, broad match modified will be gone. But what we recommend, what we've been testing, is dynamic search ads. So a couple ways to look at this. If you have a broad match modified campaign, that's going to go away. Replace that with a dynamic search ad campaign. But you can also do it at the ad group level. So if you have just a broad match modified ad group inside of another campaign, you can replace that ad group with dynamic search ads as well. And basically, you're just giving Google a URL and a description for your ad. And then Google's picking keywords, and Google is crafting the headline. And that may sound a little bit scary, and that's probably for good reason. We used to sort of avoid these, but over the last year or so, they've become really, really powerful. So some of the stats we're seeing is an increase in about 15% on clicks, 30% lower CPAs, and it achieves that experimentation, casting a wider net for more keywords. So I recommend dynamic search ads.